filmmaker and an entrepreneur. And she's going to be a regular sometimes on our show here, so you can get used to her there. So how you doing, Pearl?
Oh, I'm fine. Hi, Calvin. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad you made it.
I'm glad I made it too.
Yeah. So, what's going on? You got a lot of things going on here, man. So I know you got the Rivers Film Festival.
Yeah, I've known Rivers. It's the 11th annual I've Known Rivers Film Festival, and it is in Leimert Park.
Right, Leimert Park.
And it's on the 18th and the 19th of November.
Is it?
And Tori Reese, which is a friend of mine, I've known him for many, many years, and he does a lot of great work for the kids, and he has an organization called Family Inc.
Okay.
And so there's a film festival, and most of the film festival is going to be at the Barbara Morrison Theater.
Okay, around the corner there. Yeah.
But my film, I have a film that's gonna be exhibited on tomorrow, Friday the 18th.
Okay.
But it's across the street. It's at the Umoja Center.
Umoja Center.
Right, at 3343 43rd Street, which is Degnan and 43rd.
Right, across the street from Barbara Morrison.
Yeah, Right. And that starts at, they say 4 o'clock, so 3:45, and I have a whole hour. And it's going to be, I'm going to discuss my film, and it's going to be a introduction, and then it's going to be a Q&A after.
Oh, wow. We're so proud of you. Yeah, you're coming up there, girl. Right on.
I try.
You're doing it.
I try.
You're doing it. You made it to the film festival. So, can you tell us a little bit about your film? What's the name of your film?
It's called A Prisoner of Fame.
Right.
And it's about a celebrity getting fed up with Hollywood, and the only way he figures he can get out is by faking his death.
Oh, wow. Okay, that sounds something familiar there.
Right. And who I'm talking about in particular is Michael Jackson, and I think he has something from Akon. Because, the rapper, singer Akon.
Right.
Well, he was interviewed on Vlad TV, which is VLAD TV. And Vlad interviews a lot of people. He likes to interview black celebrities. They're his favorite, especially men. Not very many women, though.
Oh, wow.
Need to get on his show.
He's going to have you.
Yeah, and so he interviewed Akon, and Akon just had remarkable stuff to say about how Michael felt about the industry. So I think I brought that little clip.
Yeah.
What if Michael Jackson really faked his death? Now that would be something that jolts the senses. Hi, my name is Pearl Jr., and I'm an investigative journalist who has been professionally reporting on Michael Jackson since I was credentialed media at his 2005 child molestation trial, in which he was fully acquitted. Now, being the most famous person who has ever lived, but also the most sued person in the United States, you'd think he might want to escape his life of extreme fame to get his freedom. Therefore, based on information I've uncovered during this 10-year investigation into the death of Michael Jackson, I've discovered that perhaps he didn't die on June 25, 2009, but instead disappeared by pulling off one of the greatest hoaxes in world history. Well, in my short film, take note that I've taken a few facts from my investigation, filled in the blanks, and changed the names to protect the guilty. I hope you enjoy my What If film called A Prisoner of Fame.
All right. Medical license and identification, please.
Well, what he said was, Akon said that Michael would say there's bad people in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they're very bad, and they will use you until they can't use you anymore.
Oh, that's true.
And when they can't use you, they're out to destroy you and get all your power back and to deplete you of your assets and your money and everything.
Just suck you completely dry.
Absolutely. Destroy your reputation, destroy your ability to have political and popular influence.
Now, why do they want to do that?
Well, because they don't trust people. They want a certain narrative, and once you stop cooperating in their best interest, then you're no good to them anymore.
Right.
And so,
washed up.
Well, they want you to be washed up.
Okay.
They want you to be washed up, whether you're ready to be washed up or not.
Right.
And this conversation stemmed from the Kanye West outburst, Twitter outburst, and Twitter's just going through it right now. But with Elon Musk, Twitter's in bad shape. But Elon Musk is going through it. But Kanye West, out of respect, just like Cassius Clay and Muhammad Ali, he wants to be called Ye. He legally changed his name to Y-E, Ye West. So Ye said some things that had a lot of people just, and it cost him his livelihood, but he has so much money in the bank that it's going to take a while for them to suck him dry. But he said that he was going to talk after he did the White Lives Matter with Candace Owens, and said a lot of other things. And one thing that I can say that they used Kanye for, because his first album was called College Dropout. So when he was saying college dropout, he was telling young kids, look at me, you could be just like me and not go to college and drop out of college, instead of realizing that you're 1 in 10 million. Right. You know, you're 1 in 10 million. You were the one, you know, that it worked for. But the rest of us, 9,999,000 of us, we should go to college. You know what I mean? Or get a higher education. But what he was doing was telling black men in a mirroring type of thing that you could be like me and not be educated and not go to college. And I know our college is not for everyone. I get that. But that message was to diminish those people that were interested in college. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely can't speak for black men.
You know, well, that's what he was doing with the album College Dropout. The next album, he wasn't done. He did Late Registration, you see. So he was doing their work for them by diminishing the numbers of us that go to college by being successful and poo-pooing college. And the sad thing about it is his mother, Donda, had a PhD. And unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago. And his father has a master's degree. So he comes from a household of
intelligent people,
educated. You know, because you can be intelligent and not be educated. You know, so educated people, but usually education and intelligence goes hand in hand, but not always. Now that he, you know, wants to be his own man and do what he wants to do, he is no longer a benefit to them. And then I guess he tried to be rebellious against the powers that be. And then he, Dave Chappelle said the one thing two words you don't put together in Hollywood, say the Jews, And he made a horrible comment about the Jews, saying that he's going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews. I mean, gee whiz, man.
He's out there.
I mean, that's just, it's outrageous. And I'm going to tell you why it's outrageous. Because imagine a Jewish person tweeting, they're going to go DEFCON 3 on black people.
Yeah, that's
right?
crazy.
What would we do? We'd be out. We'd be out in arms, wanting to destroy, wanting.
Go DEFCON.
We gonna go DEFCON on the one that went DEFCON, and that's funny because they went DEFCON 3 on Tanya.
Right.
They did because he lost so many endorsements.
Well, that's too much.
And the Adidas endorsement that he lost. The Adidas endorsement was Adidas was founded, I heard, reportedly by Nazis, and even they said, no, you went too far, you've gone too far, Kanye.
Can't mess with the money.
Can't mess with the money. And he had endorsement deals for clothing, for tennis shoes, for all kinds of things. And he went from worth like $1.5 billion down to 400 million, which is still a lot of money.
And that only took a few days.
And that only took a few days, right? That only took a few days. Yeah. Absolutely. And I don't believe in stereotyping people.
Right.
Because I'm sure if he was to write a book about what happened in Hollywood, he would realize that, there were some Jews, but there were some white people, and there were some black people, and you might even find an Asian in there. You might even find a Middle Easterner in there, if he was really going to sit down.
And we'd find himself in there.
Right. And if he was going to really sit down, right, exactly, sit down and write a book about it, he would realize that it was more than just Jewish people.
Right.
But since he had the prejudice already in his mind, then when you see the Jewish person, it's exasperated. It's bigger. It seems, there goes another Jew. There goes another one. Right. But you don't stereotype people because all Jewish people don't work in the entertainment business.
Yeah. Black people don't play sports.
And all black people don't play sports. Right, exactly.
They stereotype us, stereotype everybody, and people shouldn't do that.
Absolutely. So that's why I was against him saying that. Plus, DEFCON 3 reminds any Jewish person who has parents that were in the Holocaust. The Holocaust was in the 1940s. We got people that were born in the 1930s still living,
Yeah, that's like him saying there was no slavery. That's a wild
no. Slaves had a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, slaves had a choice.
To be a slave or not to be a slave. Or not to be.
It is outrageous to say such ignorance, right?
Yeah.
And then someone I was talking to was basing that on a biblical scripture, right? And I'm thinking, well, the Bible was written from 1400 to 165 BC, okay? Mm-hmm. So and then the slavery of the Africans started in 1600s,
right.
What we're in AD, what we are now, 1600s,
right. That happened.
For 400 years ago. But the Bible was written 1,300 years ago. So, or 1,200 years ago. So how did these wise men that wrote the Bible know about the African slavery? Because the book was already written. See, 165 BC. So it could not, whatever's in the Bible could not be talking about the African enslavement, the Atlantic slave trade of the African.
Right.
Couldn't be, because that was hundreds of years in the future. So, and that's what they have used, a biblical scripture, to control the slaves by saying you deserve it. This is your plight. You didn't obey God, and so God said this happens to you. We're talking 1,200 years in the future, dude.
Mind games.
Okay, so it's not true and it's not real. Just on that simple, and then the Bible, you can pick so many quotes and say so many different things and so many different interpretations. It was written in Greek and some other languages, and then it was translated, and and there were several people who wrote the Bible. Moses was one of them, and the New Testament, Old Testament, King James Testament, all this other stuff. But all that stuff was said and done and written before the enslavement of the Africans. So I don't know what Kanye was talking about. There was a choice.
Right. And so, yay.
Yay. So what my film is going to do, and what we're going to discuss, is that, and one thing that Akon said, was maybe we should try to understand what Kanye really was talking about. Why does he feel that way?
Yeah.
And why do a lot of people in Hollywood kind of feel like that? It's kind of like the unspoken thing that people think Jews run Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot of black people I know that got jobs in Hollywood too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of regular white people, Christians, that have jobs in Hollywood.
Well, where there's smoke, there's fire. Do the Jews run Hollywood?
I wonder if somebody did, if someone did a study on it. I wonder if that's true or not. If there's any truth to it. But no matter if they do, all Jews aren't in Hollywood. We got dentists, we got Jewish doctors, we got
stereotypes. Just can't throw everybody.
Yeah, you can't throw them all there, because all Jews don't work in the entertainment industry. So even if Jews do run Hollywood, doesn't mean all Jews are in Hollywood. You see what I mean? So
somebody got to run it.
Yeah, somebody got to run it, but it should be a multicultural, inclusive.
And so should all these other things be multicultural, but they're not.
I know. But we're working towards it. We are working towards.
I don't know. Look like they got our heads on the chopping block.
Well, they're trying. They're trying, but they got their Karen Bass.
Oh, the mayor. The new mayor. The new face of Los Angeles.
Isn't she wonderful?
Yeah.
She beat a rich, white, handsome, perfect looking, I think he's Italian, Caruso.
He spent his own money,
And he spent $100 million, and he couldn't beat this black woman that used to be a nurse, for mayor. Isn't that amazing?
She came up. Now that proves you can come up from the bottom. You can come up, man.
She is just absolute, and she's the first female mayor of Los Angeles.
Right.
And with that, you might as well throw in the first black female mayor of Los Angeles. And she is just, Rick, I'm sorry, baby. But what I think messed Rick up was that he was Republican just weeks before he put in his application to run for mayor.
Flip-flopping, huh?
Well, you can't. He knew he couldn't win with the R, with the Republican, and so he tried to say, no, now I'm a Democrat, and the public just didn't go for it.
Right. We're not that silly.
Yeah, we're not that silly. So, whenever you stereotype all white men, all black women, all Jewish, all this.
See, that's the problem.
That's a problem.
That's the problem right there.
That is a problem.
Yeah, yeah. And it seems like all of us are doing it some.
Yeah.
Even if people don't admit it.
Yeah, but when you're high up like that and you say DEFCON 3, I'm going DEFCON 3 on the Jews. Yeah. Dave Chappelle was on Saturday Night Live last Saturday. And he was like, then he said after Kanye did that, he went to bed. And then Dave Chappelle was like, I knew that was not going to turn out well. And it turned into a disaster for Kanye.
So at the film festival, how much are the tickets?
Well, it's a nonprofit organization called Family, Famli Inc. And it's for children. He has a teen organization, a kid organization where he does a lot of work with the teens and everything. So they're asking as a minimum $15 donation. So
people should go and support the film festival. What time does it start, though?
I'm not sure what time it starts. Let me see. I know that I need, oh, let's see if I can make this a little bigger. I know that I need to be there. Oh, shoot. I know that I need to be there at 3:30, okay, for my film that's going to show around 4:10. And it's Friday, and it starts at 2 o'clock on Friday.
Okay, great.
And then on Saturday, I think it starts at 11.
Okay.
At 11. And I'm going to be at the Umoja Center at 3343 43rd Street, and it's 43rd and Degnan Street in Leimert Park. And my film, A Prisoner of Fame, and you can come talk to me and tell me what you agree with, what you disagree with, what you think about my film, which was going to blow your mind.
Right. Hopefully you blow up.
Oh, that would be fantastic, you know. And 2 p.m. and it's not over till 11 at night.
Oh, it gives us something to do. Give people something to do.
Right, and then I think on Friday they have the red carpet, and I think that ceremony's $75 donation, and that starts at 5. So right after you watch my film, because I'm done at 4:45.
Yeah.
And then there's a red carpet right after that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leimert Park, one of the only places we got left. For the people.
You know, hey, do we have it? Do we have
Well, they try to take it. Yeah, we still got it for the moment.
Okay, good. So it's called the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center, Leimert Park, Black Arts Village. And that's where the main place is, but they got a couple of buildings. So I'm across the street at the Umoja Center.
Okay. That sounds good. So hopefully some people will be interested in that and make it down there, because that's, like I said, that's one of our main cultural points right there.
Absolutely. And I think that that's wonderful, and I'm a late addition to the film festival, so I'm glad to be there. And I thank Tori for watching my film, talking to his committee, and letting my film be in it.
Oh, that's a big move, that, Pearl.
Right. That's a big move. Yeah, that's wonderful. And A Prisoner of Fame is based off of one of my documentaries. Okay. I really have a full script of this movie.
Right.
It's a 205-page script that I wrote based on facts, proof, evidence, and clues into my investigation into the death of Michael Jackson. And even though I don't name the character is not Michael Jackson, his name is Jack London, which is one of Michael's aliases.
Okay.
You know, and I can just go on and on and on about that. But anyway, and so it's about what happened the wee morning hours of June 25th, 2009, which is the death announcement day. So what happened behind the scenes, right, between him and Dr. Murray?
Okay.
So that's what the film is about, what happened behind the scenes. And it's all based on facts. I attended the Conrad Murray trial. I listened to every word of that trial. And I was credentialed media, and it was televised as well.
Yeah, I was out there waiting for you.
Yeah, you were there with me. That's right. You were there with me. And so I took a lot of the facts from that trial, and I wrote, A Prisoner of Fame, the alternative title is The Price of Fame. But A Prisoner of Fame, the whole script, so this is only 15 pages of the script, and it's like right in the middle. So I'm picking it up right in the middle. I have a whole pre-story of how Michael got to this point, and then what happened afterwards is a part of the script as well. So this part is I don't want to tell too much, but it's a shocker.
Okay. So some parts are true and some parts not true?
No parts are not true.
Oh,
okay. I just changed the names. Okay. That's it. And even the names have some truth to them, because instead of Dr. Murray is Dr. Earl Carter, and a lot of people thought that was his real name, Earl Carter.
Oh, wow.
And Jack London was one of Michael's alias names.
I heard that name before.
He was a writer. He was a writer, and it has some death hoax clues in it that I put Jack London in Alive for. So I have Alive. The first Alive was on Netflix, from 2011 to 2013. And then I released a Live 2 and a Live 3 and a Live 4. So there is a lot of information regarding hardly nothing that the public knows, because mainstream media refuses to report on it.
Right.
But we fans are very active on the online community.
Right.
And in the online community, we research everything, and we dot our I's and we cross our T's, and we research and we look for the facts.
Yeah.
We don't go for silly stuff, you know.
Don't mess with the Michael Jackson fans.
No, no, you don't mess with Michael Jackson fans. We are serious.
Yeah, I know.
We're serious. Right. But I am still a journalist, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still a reporter more than anything, but I am a fan as well.
Right.
You know, so so everything is on the up and up. So this is all based on a Live 2, Michael Jackson, The Great Escape, that documentary.
Yeah, sounds like interesting. Sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it's going to blow some people's minds.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Message SOS. Again, we have Ms. Pearl Jr., author, activist, filmmaker, and we're talking about a film right now. So, tell people where they could get a hold of you, Pearl.
You can go to my actual website, which is michaeljacksoninsider.com. And you can watch. You can find out how to watch all my films because they're streaming, and you can get, even I still sell DVDs. Can you believe people just still buy DVDs?
Oh yeah. DVDs are a big deal. They're
still around. DVDs are still around. Or you can watch it online. You You know, you got to buy it, of course, but it's online for sale.
Right. You tell them how to get online and to get it.
Yeah, go to michaeljacksoninsider.com, and all the links to watch it are right there.
Yeah, and if you have something interesting that you would like to send in, my email would be calvin28cr@yahoo.com. I'll have some more information for you later, but right now, if that's a contact info right there. And so, what else you got going on, Pearl?
Well, I started a shea butter business.
Oh, wow. Shea butter.
Shea butter. Fragrant shea butter.
Wow,
fragrant shea butter.
That's kind of different.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I take designer, their fragrances inspired by designer fragrances. And shea butter is just a magnificent product, and I'm so proud of the ladies of Ghana and other countries in Africa who have made shea butter into this like phenomenon.
But any person of any race could use shea butter.
Oh, of course.
It's not for anybody.
It soothes, smooths, and enthuses. It hydrates, it moisturizes, it exfoliates. It's even good for some aches and pains. It has sun protection. It's a collagen booster. It just has so many wonderful benefits.
And it's natural.
That's right.
Don't got all that stuff in it.
Right, it's natural. That's raw and natural and organic. And it also, with my shea butter, I just use some glycerin, which is vegetable. I mean, without the fragrance oils, you could really eat it, but I tell people it's not prepared for you.
Not that kind of butter.
But some people, cook with certain things, but it's natural, and it comes from a shea tree in Africa and Ghana. And what they are is they're little fruit nuts that fall, and the ladies pick them up and they grind them up, and it becomes a butter. And it's an oil, so when it's hot, it's like butter popcorn,
Yeah.
And when it's cold, it gets solid, just like butter. So it is a body butter. So it is excellent. It stays on your skin for so long. It's good for the bottom of your feet, your ashy ankles, your ashy knees.
Yeah, I actually tried some, and it's great. Yeah,
it is great.
It lasts all day for real.
Yeah.
And so while we're saying that, why don't you tell people where they can look at that for you?
They can go to Stays with an S all day Shea, and I Shea, SHEA, staysalldayshay.com.
Okay, that's good. So you got a couple things going on there for the people. That's good.
Yeah, I love the product so much. I decided to start a business with it, because the product is really fantastic.
And we hope people like it. Hope people go to the film festival. Hope people listen to our show again next week. And we're going to be having some conversations about LA City Council and that situation and redrawing line and redistricting and
They're always messing with us.
Oh man, trying to keep us down, but we're resilient people. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You just need to know who your true friends are. So we probably need some Jewish friends.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, we need people in the know.
Right, exactly.
Everybody's against all of us. They'll be surprised when we all get hooked up.
We need to hook up instead of divide.
Fight each other. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, one more time, Leimert Park.
Be on the lookout for Alive 3, Michael Jackson, The Living Dead, and be sure to watch Alive 2, Michael Jackson, The Great Escape, and the first Alive is Michael Jackson, Really Dead. Make sure you watch today. Elbow Grease Productions, in association with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, presents
You thought he was safe.
Safe.
You step out of the room for an hour?
I left his bedside around 11:25.
And his position on the bed?
Well, normally when I left him, he was on the pillow. And when I came back, he was in a different position. He was no longer on the pillow. He had moved down, lower in the bed and closer to the edge. But he was there, but it wasn't the same person I saw. It wasn't the same person I saw. It wasn't the same person I saw.
So he's slumped over. Is he breathing?
No. I did the normal thing. As a cardiologist, I resuscitate patients.
Hi, my name is Pearl Jr., and in 2010, we released the documentary Alive, Is Michael Jackson Really Dead? Well, here we are 7 years later, and we produced 2 more documentaries. Alive 2, Michael Jackson, The Great Escape, because you want to know how he did it, why he did it, the trials, and the use of propofol. In Alive 3, Michael Jackson, The Living Dead. Is Michael still singing and dancing? Who is he today? What has he been doing? Be sure to pick up your copies today.
Yeah, one more time, Leimert Park.
Tomorrow,
the 18th.
the 18th at 3:45, but it starts at 4. It's at the Umoja Center at 3347. I think it's 3347 Degnan. No, 43rd. So it's at 43rd in Degnan at the Umoja Center in Leimert Park. So let me make sure. It's 3347 43rd Street, 43rd in Degnan, and it is tomorrow at the 11th Annual I've Known Rivers Film Festival.
Okay, there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from Miss Pearl Jr., Calvin here, Message SOS, Mr. Blackwell, Inglewood, Los Angeles. We appreciate you joining us this evening, and we want you to enjoy yourselves and be safe. And we will get with you next Thursday at 9 o'clock for sure.